So are we able to raise a second Gen Xeration?
My answer is no. We can't recreate Gen X for many different reasons. One is we grew up with technology, so we saw technology go from, writing basic programs in I had elementary, and then watch it grow into something else, to where we have the coding and all the stuff now, and the video games that we have now. We have 13-bit theater, we had ColecoVision and all that. That took a while for that technology to progress. It progresses much faster now at a much faster rate. They're going to hit their VCR age at, I would assume, a younger age, or be able to keep up with it, because you're just going to have to for longer. It could go either way. Like, I'm in my late 40s, so I'm hitting my VCR age. Gen Xers is going to know what that is, because the VCR age is what we had to go through as kids, because we understood we got a VCR, and those things were monstrous. I mean, they were like freaking cast iron of entertainment. The first ones you got. And we were able to understand and program the clock on the VCR where our parents could not. And we had to sit and have long conversations with our parents about how you can watch one TV show or one football game on Monday Night Football and record on a completely different channel, and that will record on the cassette, and then you could watch that one later. We got, now we have TiVo. We don't even have VHSs anymore. You can't buy them. Even everything's going to digital. So everything's going to be in the cloud. No tangible stuff other than your phone. Also, with just take sexuality. We got 76 genders, or if not more, and we had, as that went, we had Twisted Sister, which was great band. But now there's so many subcategories and subcultures and different sexualities and, gender fluid and this, that, and the other thing, and all this sexualization and political mumbo jumbo. You're creating more division than unity. So it's gonna be more divisive. Just like with TV shows. I mean, we had 4 channels growing up. If the president was on, your night was ruined. So now we have more subtext with different cultures, with different TV shows and what's going on and so forth. It wasn't like Dallas. We grew up with Dallas. Everyone knew what was going on with Dallas. Even if you didn't watch Dallas, you knew what was going on with Dallas. Everyone was asking who in the hell shot JR. Now everyone just kind of agrees that hasn't even seen it, that the last season of Game of Thrones was horrible. I haven't even seen it. I've tried watching Game of Thrones. It was Skinamax. So that's another Gen X thing. We had 4 channels, then we had cable, then we had more channels. We had our MTV and blah blah blah, but we didn't have an abundance. You have so many different channels now. You have so many different programs and entertainment choices, and that connects to subgenres and subcultures and so forth, that to have any cohesion as a group is going to become harder and harder. Take schools and just dealing with what's going on in schools. When I was in high school, I had lots of friends that had shotguns in the back of their truck. No problem. That's done and gone with. If you had a problem, you didn't really fight in school. There were a few fights in school. There wasn't that many, and you never fought with a teacher. But if you had a fight with each other, you took it to the wiffle ball diamond. You guys duked it out. You shook hands afterwards, and normally you were friends after that. That's not the case. You had that one kid that died because he was protecting his buddy and stood up for his buddy, and then the 5 or more than one guy jumped him. When we grew up, it was like skin on skin. There was some kind of code there. Not so much. There's no kind of code that one man versus another man, or one kid versus another kid. And that whole genre of dealing with bullies by standing up for yourselves, learning to fight, learning to defend yourself, that has been totally thrown out. So we're not going to have the same Gen X generation. And just with social media, there's so much need for validation on social media. So many people are looking for those likes and that dopamine hit. And you're going to have, I've already seen this next generation is more prone to acceptance in those likes or chasing those likes compared to the Gen Xers, where if you didn't like my idea or whatever, we don't care. Like I get teased by the younger generation how many followers or how many likes I get. And I'm like, I do this out of my own amusement. This is narcissistic for just my amusement. I'm not looking for validation. So there's a higher need for validation, which leads to a higher need for codependency and less need or desire for true independence. So no, we're not going to have a second Gen X or whatever. It's just not going to happen. So that's my opinion. Like it, I don't care. Comment where you think I'm wrong. I don't care. Okay, bye.